It's been a wild ride, but let's keep on running.
Hello, hope you're all good, guys. Thanks for coming in. Porter, thank you for the resub. Cheers for the 21 months. JGD Gamers, thank you for the 3 years. 3 years. Thank you very much, dude. Gotta turn the music off. So it turns out me feeling a bit under the weather is nothing to do with the antibiotics in the leg. I'm just getting fucking cold or flu or COVID, one or the other. I feel like shit. It's not very much in my nose, but yeah, I feel like shit. What's the promotion? What promotion? If it comes up saying promoted stream. I understand now, dude. Yeah, it's because I have a sponsor in the top right hand corner. I'm not promoting anything other than my regular sponsor. You know.
Keep running. Love you. Bye.
Oh god, I feel like absolute trash. Yeah, I doubt today's stream will be crazy long either. Let's see how we go. I got a spawn in. At least on Burnside. That's good. Should we go that way or should we go this way? I might go this way. Yeah, I know I've just picked up a bug somewhere either in Prague or in the plane. Yeah, I'm not it's not that bad, but yeah. Like, it's very rare that you get a cold and the first symptom is that you feel like you've been hit by a fucking bus for about a day and a half. So I feel a bit tired.
I have come to this stream to
you do get sick when you fly a lot, it's true. I got sick last year as well. Mike last year was sick and made everyone sick when they got home. He wasn't sick this year though, so we can't blame him, I don't think. But somebody was. They took 2 team photos, and the one that keeps getting shared is the one where I look like a right gormless twat. If you look at the picture, you can see Lady Adventurer has got her fingers up behind Joito's head. And I just clocked it, and so as that picture was taken, you can see me like smirking because I can see that she's got her fingers up behind Joito's head. And in the second picture, she isn't doing that, and I'm looking at the camera. It's a much better picture. But let's just share the shit picture, obviously. Oh dear me. So I've not been for a walk this morning. I've not done anything. All I could do was muster a shower, and that's it. I'm going to put the footsteps down a bit. I'm going to use the...
Deerisle stream is great. Will cheer me up.
Oh, that was a fun run, Luca. Yeah, that was a good run. Call me Chive, dude. Cheers for tuning in. Thank you very much for the remembering. Thank you. Do you remember? Darth, thank you very much for the very, very long resubscribe, man. Thank you. 111. I've come to this stream to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. I've come to this stream to moan. No, I'm not out of that. I've got plenty left in the tank, don't worry. That's all I've got. Laughing is actually quite hard. I'm no more laughing for me. Oh, God. Thank you very much, Darth, for the very, very long resub, dude. Desmond, thank you. Bofflon, thank you as well for another long one. Nick and Ardy, thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, what the fuck are you going this way for, you bastard? This was my way. Oh my god, I feel wrecked. What's your favourite modded map? I'm not really sure, Luca. I've played loads and loads of Deerisle and the Mouse over the years. But there's been some really cool stuff happen on lots of different maps, so I don't know. Oh my god, we're really in the wrong place.
Shit.
Hello.
Hey man. How's it going?
Yeah, alright. Not too bad. I presume everything's looted then.
Yeah, everything's looted. This guy in here attacked me, so I killed him.
Oh, nice. I don't know where to go then. I think maybe I might as well just suicide. What's the point? What's the point? Everything's been taken. What's the point in anything?
Don't do it.
Know? What's the point in anything?
I love you, man. I love you.
Do it.
You want everything?
No, I don't want everything. Just trying to make him angry so he'll punch me.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
I couldn't do that.
Go on.
Hey.
Come on. What's your problem? Oh. Yeah. There's a bandage there. You can have that. I'm going to get a different spawn.
Okay, man. Well, I love you. Stay safe.
I love me too.
128k, 256k,
I love
512k,
V3.
and 1 megabyte. Dot. What a trip.
V3.
How you doing? You alright?
Alright, man. How are you?
Ow!
Oh, cheers.
Sixer, thank you for the 23 months. I ain't got the energy for people today. Sixer, cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. Oh, we're on a different part of the town. We can go the other way. Oh, no. I hate that bug so much. I feel like I'll still be talking about that bug in about half an hour. So do you know what I think we're just going to do? I think we're just going to leave, log out, and log back in, and then fix it now.
Hey TRMZ, hope you are well.
Malaga, dude, I need to copy that. Can someone screen print Malaga Mafia 77's post, and then I can tweet it to the Yorkshire Gold people. I definitely need to do that. Dinosaur server when? When I've properly lost my voice. And also including Cy Walder underneath, like 3 messages below, is confirming that he's done the same thing. This is money in the bank for me, this is. The fuck is this Burberry nonsense? Burberry? I better get my stone line and jacket and then go and punch someone. Go and get my Bolex watch. Right. Sigildi, thank you for the 53. 6 Sword, thank you as well. Am I feeling any better than yesterday? I believe that it's really important as a streamer to be upbeat and to really like energize your audience. So I'll say this. No, I feel like death. I feel like death. I don't feel better than yesterday. I feel worse and I hate everything. Especially that guy. Paul Lunnigan, very cool. I gotta go feed my critters. The roosters and goats are getting loud. Oh, I love the way that that's... In my mind, you've got this, like, really, like, deep, countrified American accent. Gotta go feed my critters. I can't do an accent, but I tried, right? Them goats, they're getting hungry, boy. And that's the way I read it. Anyway, it probably isn't that way. Don't make me do that voice again. Wow, look at this. I'm building an outfit. Okay, now I'm ready for the catwalk, baby. Did the painkillers work? Painkillers. They helped a little bit. I probably can take some more soon, actually. I took some about 10 AM, so I actually could take one right now. I might do. I can't remember what film with Nicolas Cage it's in. It's either The Rock or Con Air, one or the other, I think. But there's a bit in it where he goes, "I'll take pleasure in gutting you, boy." And that's where I've based everything I can ever do on. That's it. That's all I've got. I can't do accents. It might not be either of those things, but it's definitely Nicolas Cage anyway. And we're going to do Deadfall anytime soon. Maybe. People ask. Yeah, I'm not saying I won't ever. Just not today. It's The Rock. Yeah, that sounds right. Tesla, dude, thank you for another very, very long resub. Thank you very, very much, dude. Hope all is well. In other news, I've got another team up, another chat. God alrighty, I am fucked. I've got another charity team up, not the red line one. I've got another one. I'm very pleased. Somebody got back to me who I think had slipped through the net, so this was my fault. But one of the charity tippers was a dude called Deadly Feet. I think he tipped a couple of times, but he's nominated his best buddy to team up with me instead, which I've allowed. I'm fine with that. But so there'll be a team up on Sunday with Deadly Feet's mate, who was one of the charity donors. So there's one on Sunday and likely Tuesday or Wednesday with Redline. I don't think we've set an exact date, but one or the other. What do I think about Scum? It's not my favourite game, but I think it's got a lot of cool things in it. I actually think Scum is, for the right player, a decent game. You know, it's just not my one. You know? I don't find it as immersive when I'm running around and bumping into players and things, but it's got lots and lots of cool features, and I do think it's a decent game. You know, like if DayZ closed tomorrow, I think I'd probably play some Scum. You know, like I don't think DayZ's going to close tomorrow though, but I think it is a decent game. It's just that I'm such a DayZ fanboy, you know. Right, there we go. Just that message was clarifying what I am or I'm not allowed to say when the NDA releases soon. Not today. It's not today. It's later though. This week. Sometime. Probably. Smiling, thank you very much for the 28 months. Oh, I heard someone.
Supporting at Twitch, watching at YouTube TRMZ Lab.
Have I tried the leaning thing yet? What's the leaning thing, David? You've lost me there. My brain is not functioning so well, but what leaning thing do I need to try? 3000. The map I'm playing right now is Deerisle, which is in itself a modded map, so it can't be vanilla right now. You know, like this, Deerisle is a modded map. You can't play it without downloading at least one mod, that being the map. Deerisle also comes with things like a snow owl rifle and a suppressed couple of guns that take sabot rounds. It's definitely called sabot. I think they were named after the very, very famous English comedian Russ Abbott. Sabot, as his nickname was, in my head just now. It's nothing like other people say, where they say they fire sabot rounds. That's not true. They're sabot rounds.
May the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
I love the sniper rifle with a bit of atmosphere. Sorry, that's a very niche market reference. Not many people are going to understand Russ Abbott references. He's before my time. They've made it so you move very slowly when leaning. Oh, they have. Very good. I don't know if I noticed that on experimental or not, but yeah, they have. That's good. Yeah, so you can't be a runner leaner. Am I a wanker? I don't know, Blue. Most people are, aren't they? You know, I'm a wanker. Not today, but I have been. You know, like everybody is. My gran loved Russ Abbott. Jack, dude, thank you very much for the support. The Wings of Liberty, eh? That's a Madness song, isn't it? On the Wings of a Dove. Oh, yeah, different. It's delayed, though. When you stop leaning, you're delayed for a couple of seconds. Well, it's like quarter of a second, yeah. Oh, it's a mod. It's a mod on this server, is it? Okay, thanks for naming the server, though, David. That really helps me. Yeah, always a good idea to tell people the server I'm on. That helps me no end. Thanks. Next, why don't you tell them where I live? Invite them round for dinner.
Feel better, Sunfall. We missed you and Kingster.
Me dead, dude. Come on. Okay, so it's a shame it's not in the whole game then, but that's a good mod. That I think that's a good one. Hi Michelle, thank you very much. Cheers for the remembering. Yeah, I'll do my best. I've got man flu. Let's face it. It's probably just like a weak ass cold, but once it's into my system, it's suddenly like debilitating. Deliberating? Yeah, debilitating. Ew.
Oh.
Can I have your hip pack, please? It looks very, very good, and I would love to have it.
Sorry?
Never mind.
Same, man, sorry.
It's okay. No, I don't understand what I said either.
Okay, where are you heading?
I don't know. Wherever the road takes me, like the littlest hobo. I'm hoping to find someone in trouble up ahead.
Cool. It's my first time on this map. Do you know it well?
Nope.
Alright.
Do you know the littlest hobo?
Yeah. Yeah, is that you?
Oh wow. You're older than you sound.
You sort of look like a hobo, man.
Yeah, that's the look I'm going
scarf
for.
you have.
That's the look I'm going
good,
for.
good.
Yeah. It's Burberry.
I'm looking like
it's
the Swedish.
This scarf,
Hope the bite's
Burberry.
recovering now. You've had a few days
Yeah,
of
I see it. Yeah,
antibiotics.
I'm looking like the Swedish flag because I'm Swedish. You see it?
I see. Yeah, yellow and blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm going for that look. What's your name?
I'm wearing Burberry. My name's Gary. Gary is the name.
Or Claridge, maybe.
Gary, no, Gary.
Our baby will be born this month. Hope you start to feel better soon, love.
Harky, dude, thank you. Our baby, eh? Penguin Man's. Gonna take after Burgess Meredith, the one true penguin. Cheers, Khaki, dude. Thank you. Other than all the others, obviously. That latest one was good, wasn't it? That show they had on the telly there, the one with the Colin Farrell as the penguin. That was good. Wasn't as good as Burgess, but it's still good.
Have you got any food, Gary?
I ain't got shit. I've got a Burberry scarf, and that's it. Cheers, Ram. Thank you. Man flu's a serious business.
Wanna fight for that Burberry scarf?
No, I don't fight.
Kinda cold.
It's mine. I bought it before the apocalypse. I'm not fighting for it. It's mine. I bought it from a guy on Snetterton Market.
Oh, okay. I wish I had that scarf.
Do you know where you're going?
Oh, it's the first time on the map, I told
Well,
you.
why are you going the same way as me then? I don't know where I'm going.
I want to check that hunting tower.
You didn't even know that was there. I knew that was there.
I just saw it.
Oh my word! There's a Blaze rifle in here.
Blaze with double 308s, right?
It didn't have any
And a scope?
308s, no, but just a rifle.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it in the river though, because I don't think you deserve it.
No, you can keep it, man.
No, I'm going to throw it.
See how far you can throw it then.
Only if you
I
make
hope
the
you're a
$6
bit
million
better today.
man noise, you know, like when he does the big jumps. Can you do that? Do you know that?
No.
Oh, you're not as old as you sounded then. You knew about the Littlest Hobo. I figured you was ancient like me.
Now I'm 41 years old. How old are you?
38. I'm younger than you. Ha ha ha! And it's not even fictitious.
Okay. Alright, well, take it easy, Gary. I'm gonna try to see if I can find any food over here.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Love you. Bye. Feel like we should be teaming up. He's a good dude, but I just don't have the energy for more of that. Look at him. Look at him pining. Look at him. Pathetic, isn't it? Look. Now what's he doing?
Don't shoot me with that blaze, alright?
It wasn't a blaze anyway. It was night vision goggles. Surely he's out of range there. He looks good, doesn't he? Look at him go. He runs with power. Yeah, I can't be teaming up with no 41-year-old man. He's too old. He'd be like cougaring me and shit, wouldn't he? He's a good dude, actually. If it wasn't for the fact that I feel completely broken, I would have teamed up with that guy. I like him. I didn't ask him his name, which makes me feel a bit bad now. Or if I did ask him his name, I don't remember it in any way, so I'm guessing I didn't ask his name. But I do like him, so if he ever sees this back, rest assured that you were a good dude. Sven. Be calm. Thank you very much for the support. Just Lex, thank you as well. Unseen Death, thank you too. Frank Cable, Jack Boyton, thank you very much too. Oh my god. I feel like I'm just dying. This is going to be a fun stream. I can't wait to get to Alcatraz and then get killed by a camper. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Cheers, Muzzer. Thank you. You need to rest up before Friday. I don't think I'm going to do anything. Well, I'm going to do something, but I don't think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to be a bit more like Q&A. Streaming now to talk about what I know, that kind of thing. That's my plan. I'm going to dedicate a section to like Q&A about what I may or may not know for that stream. That's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. I've got a special plan. It's called Just Do As Little As Possible but Have an Okay Impact. It'll be fine. In the last 2.5 days, I've watched 20 episodes of Ted Lasso. That's as much as I've done. I fell on the sleeper? I fell on the sofa.
With videos on the channel
Fell asleep on the
and
sofa last night about 8 o'clock. Which I never do anymore. You've got man flu, get over it. Buzzy, you can't get over man flu just like that. Although if you think that's the case, you've never had it. Now I know how I sound to the missus when I have man flu. Do you reckon? I don't know, you're probably less brave than me. I bet you don't go into work. You're at home going, please can you make me a cup of tea? I've seen this Instagram reel about 6 times in the last day where this youngish American man comes home to his missus, goes to his missus, will you get me a beer before it starts? And she's like, yeah, whatever. And then he drinks the beer and then like crushes the can and goes, will you get me another beer quick before it starts? And she goes, yeah, all right. I don't know what's going on, but gets him the next beer. It's obviously fake. It's fake, but it's funny nonetheless. And then he finishes the second beer and goes, quick, get me one more beer before it starts. And she brings back the third beer and goes, are you just planning to sit on the couch all day watching football, chugging beers? I was like, yeah, shit, it started. It's kind of a good reel, and there is an element of truth to that, but it doesn't usually take 3 beers to manifest, in my experience. Just waking up and not knowing what you want to do on a Saturday is enough, I think. I think Badlands will be based on the Bledlow Desert in Poland. Sumrak posted about his trip there. I think I figured it out. Interesting. I like the theory. I can neither confirm nor deny. As you well know. You're hooked on the AI monkey thing. I have to skip the AI monkey thing. The only thing I'm watching that's been AI related recently is the zombie videos that Euro has been doing on YouTube. I've retweeted one or both of them, I think. I can't remember. Maybe one, maybe both. I don't know. But I'm not really a big fan of the AI shit. But as it's him, and also it's DayZ related, it's a bit more interesting. Yeah, I saw one this morning, and it was dogs like doing the diving board thing, but like it was obviously a dog overlaid onto a person because they ran up and jumped perfectly on the end and then did like a triple salco with a twist or whatever they do. I don't know, like 3 spinny kickies and shit. You know, like they did all the moves. And so it was clearly fake, but nonetheless, I didn't realise it was fake until the first dog did the dive. You remind me of Roy Kent. I feel like Roy Kent today. Yeah. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere, Roy Kent. And I'm here and there and every fucking where, especially the spawn zones. How come you didn't do the Tissy stuff with the other creators? Pure Darkness. It's a long story which I told yesterday, but in a nutshell, I set off to do it, and at about 2 PM I decided that it wasn't worth the 7 hours of walking that was yet to come, and went back to Prague and did more walking. So on that day I only walked 16.5 kilometres rather than the full whatever the other guys walked. Like I did about 24,000 steps, and they did, one of the ones that went did 32,000. So I didn't fancy doing a walk as big as they were about to do. So I pulled out, and that makes it sound like, oh yeah. But yeah, I told it much better yesterday. I ain't got the energy today. it was just a really long day, so I thought, fuck this, I'm going back to the hotel, so that's what I did. And then I went and got like rested a little bit, and then went out and walked to Prague Castle anyway, and saw some stuff anyway, but not in the middle of the day with not enough water in full sun. After 3 days of drinking heavily. I didn't want to James Gandolfini myself. Or Michael Mosley myself, basically. How are the botfly bites? The horsefly bite is going down, thankfully. Hi, the king. The king 7895, eh? The king. Either a fan of Elvis or right up his own arse, one or the other. We're not quite sure yet. Let's find out. Did you have Silovic? Is that chicken, Lloyd? If it is, then yes. The old-fashioned was okay. Dead of the Shorn, yeah, it was all right. It's not my like. It doesn't beat a Negroni, but it was okay. It was okay. It doesn't beat a straight whiskey either, but it was still all right. I think I'd rather have a G&T or a Negroni, but it was a nice thing to try. Never had one before. It was kind of all right. Your message got deleted for saying Tony Soprano. Whoa there. Hang on a minute. Your message got deleted because it said a load of stuff in all capitals. Yeah, it was the capitals, not Tony. Nobody gets purged for saying Tony Soprano. Sorry guys, one sec. I've messed up the... There we go. Hey, Tony. Did you spend any time in Prague other than the event? Yeah, we did a little bit. We got pedlos by the Charles Bridge. We went obviously to the astronomical clock. We went to the square there. I had a look round on the last morning. I went to St. Wenceslas Square. I walked up on my own to the castle. The castle was closed, but I had a good look round the sort of abbey and over the edge and stuff. It was kind of cool. What is Sour like IRL? A middle-class Energizer bunny. He's a really lovely dude, but he wants to fucking slow down a bit. Jesus. He walks quick. He doesn't sleep. I should think he's like a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. The dude's got more stamina than a newspawn in DayZ. Sour's lovely, actually. He's a really nice guy, but he's got lots of energy. Holy shit. Anyone would think he was 23 or something. We did go to this museum that was for an alchemist museum. Ish had got a few things recommended, and we had a look. It was kind of cool. They had this like... the interesting hook of it was that it's like from the 16th century, and they were alchemists, so they were making love potions and whatnot for the king at the time, and they were working out, obviously alchemy is related to making gold. They were trying to make gold from other substances and failed, obviously, but they were ostracized. When the king died, they were kicked out, so they kind of bricked up their laboratory area. It was all underground. They bricked it up, hid it, and then like ran away from Prague. And they did that in like the early 1600s, I think, and it wasn't found until 2002. So there was just this shop with like an underground basement that they didn't know they had, which was dating from like 400 years ago, and there was a flood in 2002, and it left a little bit of a hole in the road outside, and they found all of this stuff underneath that they didn't know was there. So it was just a shop and a storeroom, and then it spent 10 years being converted into a museum, which is kind of cool. That alone is kind of cool. Like that, I haven't checked under my house, but I don't think there's anything there from 400 years ago. So there was just like a shop bit, and then going out back there was like a square room that was a storeroom. But in years gone, it was like much more than that, and there was like a secret doorway through behind like a library bookcase thing. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna need a knife. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That'll speed us up. Finding a knife. Let's just move on. Samuel, dude, hope you're good. Samuel, the owner of the most watched DayZ video on YouTube, I think, aren't you, Samuel? Is that's the same one, isn't it? JFW, that's you, isn't it? I hope you're good, dude.
Also, a Negroni is the worst drink. It's like pink stripper, ha ha ha.
I don't know if it's still the most watched. It's certainly way more watched than anything I've ever done, but that doesn't say much, does it? Chibi, thank you very much. A Negroni is not like paint stripper, dude. It's absolutely fantastical, and anyone that says otherwise has got no taste buds. It may well be Frankie now. If you're unsure what I'm talking about, if you hello, by the way, I hope you're good. We did play together like 2014, 15, once upon a time. If you go on YouTube and you search "Dumb Ways to Die DayZ," there's a version of the video, a version of the song, on Samuel's channel, and it was massive back in the day. Well, still massive now, but massive back in the day. Holy shit! Did you try Ish's infinity bottle? No, I don't think he dared try and offer me the infinity bottle. We played with Hicks. That might be a thing. Yeah, I did play with Hicks once or twice back in the day. Cushville. Negroni is absolute shit in a glass. Well, I'm sorry, it's not my fault that you just... oh god, I'm losing my voice. It's not my fault that you're not equipped with the relevant minerals to have a cocktail that's got alcohol, and then as the two mixers, more alcohol, and then the third mixer, more alcohol. It's not my fault that you're too used to your rum and coke or whatever, you know, with your softy soft drinks and whatnot, rather than your let's mix alcohol with alcohol and then alcohol and maybe put an ice cube in it just to soften it up. $19 million views, holy fuck. By the way, I don't think drinking makes you a big man. Just to qualify, just in case anyone's wondering. Whatever you like is what you like. Even if it is a fruit-based drink. That's something that was cool, actually. It was a really hot day, Gregor. I'm seeing you talking about the bunker tour. It's really hot, and then you go on underneath to the underbelly of it all, and it's really cool in there. That's the answer, you know. Bury yourself. I think we should all be living underground now. That's the answer, isn't it? Like, never mind all these energy efficient houses. We should be like putting the living room downstairs, underneath the ground where it's cool. Nice and cool. You're addicted to red cordial. Is that even a flavour? Just go to the supermarket. I just like red, please. Red cordial, please. What flavour is that? I don't know. Could be raspberry, could be strawberry. Whatever it is, it tastes of red.
Been dealing with some personal stuff. It's GD to be back.
Damn, dude, hope all is well. Sorry, she don't read GD as good, but thank you for coming in, dude. Hope you're well. Well, hope things improve. Shibby, thank you very much too. I hope all is well too.
$97, just shy of half a mile. Oh no, wait, that's another movie.
If there was a
Long
DayZ
Tower
Taskmaster, would you take Greg's role? I'd happily have a go. I'd rather do that than be one of the contestants. I do like Alex Horn. I see you saying that there, Sam. I think Alex Horn is cool, but I don't think I'm funny enough to be him. Greg Davis is kind of funny at times, but Alex Horn is fucking hilarious, so I can't be him. He's also got, like, musical talent and stuff. I haven't got any musical talent. I only play my own personal instrument, and I don't get much of a tune out of that. How strong are your legs to paddle up that hill? Well, given the size of me, I'm going to say very, very, very strong. That graphic that DayZ posted on Twitter makes me scared and confused. Oh. Sounds a bit like my first ever orgasm. Garrett, thank you very much for the 97 months. Just shy of half
Bikes
a
are
mile.
really
Oh wait,
just
that's
cars,
another movie.
right?
Wow.
Are they slower?
Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. Bikes are really just cars, right? Well, yeah, they are slower. They don't go as quick as a car does, but they aren't really two-wheeled vehicles. Yeah, they don't lean or anything. They are modded on as some kind of car. I don't understand the devilry behind modding, but it's not really a bike anyway. But believe it or not, even still, this man isn't really a man, you know? He's got legs, but he hasn't really got legs. So, yeah, it's much like that, really. Like, this dude isn't really... He's not really Burnside. He isn't really here. It's the same kind of thing, I suppose. That's going to look good. Yeah, that looks good. Shabazz, thank you. Garrett, thank you. Damp Platypus, thank you as well. Oh yeah, well said, Scooter. I was just waiting till somebody would tell me, you know. Oh yeah. I was just waiting till somebody would tell me. Because it's nice to have a bit of interaction, you know. I've found a base that is definitely duping on console. I'm playing as a solo and I think there's a 3-man strong squad there, maybe more. Just wondered how you'd deal with it. I think you can only tell if it's duped or not, and even then you're never going to be sure. But if you like... Back in the day we used to have duping on console. They'd have like military tents, and in one military tent would be nothing but SVDs. Usually all the same gun, same mag, same number of bullets in the mag, same scope on it, and there'd be like all of them filling up a military tent. And then the next tent would have like FALs in it or whatever, you know, same thing. Like a whole tent with SVDs, or with the same scope, a whole tent with M4s, or with the same... If it looks like that when you get in, then the answer is to despawn it all, right? If it really does look like that, try to break in and then despawn everything. Every last thing. That's what you should... Or you should take one SVD to shoot all the other SVDs and then hide the last one or whatever, you know. Like, you get the picture, but only do that if you really, really, truly believe, you know, like Neo in The Matrix. But if it doesn't look like... If it's only like, oh, I might be duped, then just steal some shit and then go back another day and steal some more. Oh my god. Lloyd, despite the dude that was in earlier trying to advertise it unintentionally, I can't really say what server I'm on while I'm in it. It kind of spoils my ability to stream, you know? It's a bit like playing hide and seek, but telling the person where you're going to hide. Oh my god, what's better than flowers on your piano? Tulips on your organ. Tulips on your organ.
Hope you are feeling better soon, TRMZ Lefton's nurse.
Honestly, I think I could be offered tulips on my organ right now, and I would decline. I'd decline, I'm afraid to say. I ain't got the energy for that shit. No, thank you. Lloyd, I say what server I'm in a lot of the videos, dude, all the time. So yeah, it's not normally complicated, but yeah, I do put the name of the server in the videos often. You know, you really if you that's a measure of whether it's illness or actually man flu. Like, if you would turn a blowjob down, then you're definitely ill. I don't think they should offer that test on the NHS though. I think that would be wrong. But as a general rule of thumb, if you're prepared to knock back a BJ, you're definitely ill. Tiny Cat, the new Naked Gun film. Wasn't the biggest fan of Naked Gun at the time. I haven't seen it when I've been old enough. Like, when Naked Gun came out, I was a bit young and I didn't really like it and I didn't really get it. And so but the trailer for the new one looks fucking hilarious. I really like the trailer. I think it looks like it could be good. So I don't know if I might see it at the theatre or not, but I wouldn't be averse to seeing it for sure. I think it looks alright. However, I really ought to watch the originals now and see if I'm more into it now as an adult. Same with Airplane as well. This is fine. I feel like I might just be, I feel like there might be light bulbs going off, like, in the chat right now, like, with the odd, sorry, this is not going to become really pervy, I hope, but there's more than one lady watching the stream right now, and I just feel if you're in a partnership and your other half's crying off because they're ill, obviously, I'm not saying you should give them a BJ, but if you sort of intimate that it might be on the table, if they decline, that's your proof that they are genuinely ill. Right, that means they deserve... Oh, shit. They deserve sympathy at that moment. If they're declining that stuff, then you know they're not faking it. That's the litmus test. I've seen Airplane, Tiny Cat, but I was too young to really understand it. I just thought it was like some silly film where the plane couldn't land. This is Deerisle, Lucky, but I always put in the title of the stream what map I'm on. Can't think of any spoof film I didn't like. I don't think I was particularly keen on Robin Hood Men in Tights, but again, I only watched it a long time ago. I liked Hot Shots quite a lot. I think it was kind of in the sweet spot at my age to be kind of liking it. Miss Chance has set you up for a joke and you biffed it. I think I'll get over it. When can I get a run in with you? Sounds dodgy. You want a straightener, do you? You want a straightener? Luffy, I tend to just team up with random people I meet in the game, dude. I don't tend to arrange prior team-ups, except for with people I already know, like streamers I know, like people who have been playing with for a number of years, you know? Go and check over here. Wow, we're packing some serious heat now. I've got 2 bullets and everything. The other day I played a map that was Chernarus A2, DayZ Arma 2 map that also had this bike, makes getting around so much easier. Yeah, I think that would make sense, yeah. I have seen it and don't call me Shirley. Ah, okay. Have I played Arma Reforger? Only the day it came out. I've not tried it since. It's on my to-do list, but my to-do list is very, very long. Does riding the bike influence your hunger or hydration? No. Hi, 9 tacos. You're right, dude. You don't use stamina riding a bicycle. It's modded, dude. It's not really a bicycle. It's a modded thing that's based around a car. It just travels slower. You know, the DayZ devs have got no code in the game for two-wheeled vehicles. So what modders have done is modded in something that looks like a bicycle that you can actually ride, but it's basically like a slow car. That's how they've managed to make it work. There's no physics in DayZ for two-wheeled vehicles. And that's probably lucky, because if there was, we'd have died by now. And by that, I'm not being really negative. All I mean is that two-wheeled vehicles would be much harder. That you'd end up turning too quick and falling off and dying. You know, like it would be much more realistic and hard. Yeah, maybe it's an e-bike. Yeah, that's a good point. How are you charging it? Solar power. Oh, I thought I was going to go down there then. Hey, Big Kev, you're right, dude. Just trying to say hello. Silence. Oh my god. How have I not found a knife yet? I could use my crossbow if I had a knife. Give you something sharp. I really like Deerisle, but stag Zeds annoy me. Yeah, you just got to trap them in. Trap that shit in. What's that? Is there not a way to actually throw them? Seems to be 6 or 1. I think I could win some serious money with those kind of rolls. If you skin a chicken, you can make a bow knife. That's a really novel idea, dude. You need a knife. So first you need to skin a chicken with some kind of alien laser beam. And then you can take the bone to make a knife that you needed to skin the chicken. Hi, Annie, you alright? Oh, you need to crouch, do you? Oh, well. That's that for now. Don't get addicted to gambling in game. Yeah, no fear of that. Nine tacos, or cheers for tuning in, dude. You've picked a really good day to come in. I'm so energized. Like I'm really ready to go. I couldn't be like more on my game for a stream than I am right now. You've come at the best possible time. Like a glove, yeah. Like a glove. Oh yeah, trousers. Like trousers. That's not actually a helicopter. It's loud, isn't it? It's one of those campsite things, but I still think we should go. Nunes has given the green light to move. What, to Napoli? I think they're going to sell Napoli Nunes, and then they're going to buy Osimhen in return, I think, is the way it's looking, isn't it? You know, like Liverpool are having a cracking transfer window. I believe Kirkes is having the medical today. I genuinely think they're going to get Mark Gahey, and it looks like they may well be getting Osimhen or someone as well. You know, it's exciting times. Exciting times. That's not what I meant to do. Like 66 or 68 kg that bike, not when I'm on it. 166. Do a backflip. Funny enough, your mum said something similar. Like, sorry, dude. I couldn't help myself. Okay. Oh dear. I don't know where that came from. Okay. I think these do spawn zombies. Sorry, Pixel. It was only a joke, okay?
Weekly dues TRMZ live.
I unfollowed. Oh, come on. Oh, there's a Kanoif. What is that? AS Val. Anything in the middle? There's a Gorky Bazo on me! Right, let's go. I always take an AS Val when I go camping on top of a hill. You never know what you might need to fend off. Okay. Holy fuck! No, he moves! Holy shit!
Keep up the great work. Hang in there, you legendary.
Witto, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh my god, I feel like an absolute turd. Allsmack, Sateen, Wittold, thank you very much for the support in different ways. Cheers, guys, thank you very, very much. Let's have a look. Oh. Careful, careful, careful. That's how it always is when I come off my bike. Yo. I'm feeling a bit dizzy. Sorry if you're feeling a bit nauseous, guys. It's how it always is when you ride a bike in the real world. Everybody knows. Mostly DayZ. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. Oh, God, I feel... Mostly DayZ, cheers for gifting 10 memberships. That's really, really kind, dude. Thank you. Brownie, thank you for the 18 months. Retro Drops, thank you very much for the resub as well. Cheers, all of you guys. Thank you. Oh, I need that. I can fix my pantaloons.
TRMZ love, I hope you wear a helmet XD.
Yeah, I think I probably should. Have bikes been fixed in 128? Bikes aren't in 128, Lucid. The bikes are a mod, right? So they're not. The devs have not added bikes. They've been modded in by a modder, and they're based on a car. So they're not really in the game as such. The modder just did the best they could to add bikes to the game. Oh, fuck me, dude. I feel so shit. But Spencer, Angry Pirate. Arr. Cheers for the support, both of you guys. What's up with me? I've got the man flu. I'm on antibiotics for a infected insect bite, but I've also picked up travelling on the plane flu. I don't know what it is. It's either a cold or flu or COVID. I don't think it's as bad as flu, but I don't know. I feel like knocked out now. I'm not even that sniffly really, but I had like a sore throat like daggers last night and this morning. And I just feel absolutely zonked, like just doing anything is too much. I'm about the strength of a kitten right now. Hi King Lou, you're right, dude. Just wanted to make sure I was going the right way is all. Power to you for streaming and entertaining us. Well, I'm streaming. I'm definitely streaming. I don't know about the entertaining us bit, but we'll see. Let's not get our hopes set too high.
The new COVID strain has a symptom that has been dubbed razor blade throat. So maybe it is COVID.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it was razor blade throat or not. I don't know. I don't feel very well though, that much is true. Chabaz, dude, cheers for the super chat. Yeah, I don't know what I've got. I've had COVID a few times. It isn't... The first time I had it, I got it before it was cool, you know, like I got it really early on and was really, really rough, but I've had it since and it's kind of, it's not as bad, you know, so, I don't know. Some people it affects worse than others, the same as anything else, like a cold or the flu or whatever, you know, some people have it worse than others, but whatever it is, I feel like shit. That is an air compressor to fill tanks with. Ooh. Time to get serious. There you go. Nah, I shouldn't drop that.
Have you ever met Smoke? My second fave DayZ.
Never met him IRL. No, he's a lovely dude though. I'd like to meet him IRL. He doesn't fly though, so he didn't go to the event last year or this year because he don't not fly. There's a zombie there with a stag plate carrier on, which is OP as fuck. Did that say firewood? How the fuck is that bush firewood? Yeah, that's more like. Wasted. I don't know. I don't think I would be suitable to be mocapped as an older dude because I'm so sprightly. I think if they wanted a fatter zombie, maybe I'm the man. Perhaps a fatter zombie that doesn't run.
Hope you feel better soon. Thank your mother for the rabbits.
Mostly DayZ, thank you for the super chat. Cheers for the support. And you have good taste. Smoke's a good dude, mostly DayZ. Lovejoy, thank you for the 31 months as well. Cheers for the support also. Uh-oh. Please don't turn right. I've got to get close. Because this crossbone isn't very accurate. Tear gas. Coming back to the stag zombies, obviously one thing you can do is headshot them with an improvised bolt. If you shoot your bolt all up in their face, then they don't like that very much. It's not a bad tactic. Feeling better, Ganja. I am absolutely full of the joys of spring. I'm alive, baby. I couldn't feel better. You know that bit in the film with Bradley, what's his face, where he takes the special pill, and then everything's all glowing and lovely. I think it's called I Have Lots of Limits. And yeah, that one. It's exactly like that. But when he hasn't taken a pill and he feels like death.
Sepsis can cause flu-like symptoms. Early symptoms of sepsis can be very similar to those of the flu, such as fever, chills, and body aches.
Emmy. I don't think I've got sepsis. My leg is actually getting better. I hope I've not, but we'll see. I don't think I'm too bad. Like, I'm not running a massive fever or anything. I've just got a big ache. And I think I've just got, like, a cold or some shit. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. If it starts to feel worse, the nurse practitioner lady said if my leg started to get redder and worse, then I should go to A&E. But it's actually it's seemingly healing, you know, so I don't think I've got sepsis. Hope not, anyway. I think I've just been on the plane and caught travelitis like you do, you know. You travel, like, they have the air circulating around, and I'm always hot on a plane, so I have that, you know, that little nozzle that you can make go shh onto you. I always have it blowing right up in my grill, right, so I can breathe in everyone else's shitty air. The recirculated cough water. So I should think I'm just a bit sick. I don't think I've got sepsis. It's HEPA filtered. I'm not convinced that's true. Maybe it is, Phil, but why do I always get sick when I'm on a plane then? I remember seeing something on QI, Phil. It may have been a few years ago. People that watch this stream regularly will know that I get all of my facts from QI. And the general premise of it was that the air on planes was much healthier for you before they banned smoking on planes, because they used to properly change the air. They didn't just recirculate the air, and it was much healthier for you before then. Short barrel Mossberg. Is it worth playing DayZ Experimental? It definitely is if there's something new on Experimental. I don't think there is right now.
For all the great content.
Experimental is a great way to test the latest
TRMZ
patch
Lab.
if there's a latest patch to test. Hello, Elf Safrazi. Hope you're good. Does anyone remember a DayZ stream of before TRMZ called Pedado? I remember Pedado, yeah. Hey Dino, Prague was great. Prague was really great. I enjoyed it a lot. I was glad to be able to see a bit more of it
Welcome
this time.
back to Not So Sunny England, Paul. Hope you explored Prague this year. Keep running, Dave. I mean, Paul.
Steve, dude, thank you very much. Cheers for the support, man. Sepsis does get deadly, yeah. Strictly speaking, it's what my dad died of. He had dementia, and he when people have dementia, they more often than not, they end up getting something else that kills them. But it was sepsis that effectively was the #1 thing on his death certificate, along with dementia and one or two other things. Fucking COVID. Green's better than grey. Yeah, when I have that hat, it matches my vest. On the subject of Friday, I guess there isn't much of a secret that at some point Friday is when we're allowed to talk about stuff. It seems like that's well and truly out now. But
cheers to
I'm probably not going to stream Thursday. I'm probably going to stream Friday instead, so that then I'm live to. Yeah, talk about whatever. Do I want that? I already turned down the Mossberg. Sepsis is blood poisoning. Yeah, I know that, Hunter. But I'm taking antibiotics for an infected bite, which is sort of thing that could... If you've got an infected wound, then as we know in DayZ, that's the sort of thing that could lead to it. So that's why people... That's why... who was it that did the sepsis? Jimmy B. Yeah, thanks Jimmy, by the way. And that's why he was sharing that, because he probably likely knows that I'm on antibiotics for a bite. Habitual, thank you very much for the 12 months. Stephen owns you. Thank you very much to the support. Not so sunny England. I'm glad it's a bit cooler at the moment. Elf, thank you for the prime. Macmore, thank you for the tier 3, no less, dude. Thank you very, very much. Cheers for tuning in, dude. I don't feel like I've checked this barrack in the slightest, but anyway, let's just go. Yeah, I ought to go and take some painkillers, yeah. I'll go and do that in a minute. I think it was probably a horsefly, yeah. Oh, the loot is pretty shit around here, isn't it? Shotgun, I think that's probably true. It's probably a bit more like when you get like touch points, you know, like you're sitting in a seat. Like if you're getting a flight from Prague to Stansted, London, chances are it's literally just taken a shitload of people from Stansted to Prague. That's how they work, right? They have a quick turnaround. Like when we got on the plane, they were taking out all the rubbish from the people that had just landed, right? So. Yeah, there's a lot of touch points there, a lot of people going in, going out, and like, it's not like they clean the plane thoroughly, so it's probably more of a, I don't know, touch your handle or whatever, and then touch your eye or your face or whatever. It's same with anything else, really, isn't it? I played Deerisle for 6 hours yesterday. No water bottle, no glass bottle, no cooking pot. Wow. I've got 2 of those 3 already. I'm rich, I tells you. Rich! Rich beyond my wildest dreams. Get me down the Patek Philippe store straight away. Something I'm pleased to say, actually, is that I've always managed to, like you're saying there, everyone sharing 2 bathrooms. Unless I'm on proper long haul, I never have a piss on a plane, ever. Like, the flight to Prague from Stansted is about 1 hour and 40 minutes, so I just make sure I go before I join the queue to get on the... unless I had some kind of really bad issue, I never go. Ugh, fuck that. Are you going to watch the F1 film? I hope so. Maybe not straight away, but I'd like to see it. I think it'll be alright. It's directed by the dude that did Top Gun Maverick, right? And it's kind of action-y. I think it'll be an okay film. I think it'll be worth watching.
Did you hear in update 1.3 they are adding horseless that bite and you need Tetra to fix it? Lol, sorry. Get well soon.
They're adding horsefly bites. Seven. 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 Ah, it always works. It's my lucky number every time, without fail. You always get a 7, always. Every fucking time, without absolute hesitation, it happens every single time. I could definitely get one of the editors to make that look like I just rolled a 7. You know, like, no worries. No worries, that TRMZ rigs his content. Are they Blue Rock? Please tell me they're blue. Are they? Oh, they're Blue Rock. They're the best boots in the game. Blue Rock boots, man. What do we have here? An MP5.
60% of the time it happens every time. Keep on running.
Can the editors do a dream sequence? Yeah, one where I took the day off would be good, yeah. Whistling, thank you very much. Pronox, thank you as well. Kane, thank you. Habitual, thank you very much too. That's not on the hotbar yet. Hi, brother. Hope you're good. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Dave. That siren is, for those that are about to ask, someone's typing right now, furiously typing about the siren. That siren tells everyone on the map that someone's opened the underground bunker at Mount Katardin. Someone's opened the door at Kamuk. So it's just like an underground bunker. And so when someone uses the keycard to open it, it plays that siren through the speakers where there are speakers. Is someone backing up a lorry? Yeah. Attention, the DayZ Badlands vehicle is reversing.
Shooty time.
Oh.
"31 months of fun. Best entertainment value around."
Is that far away from here? Yeah, it's a long way away. Yeah. Hi, Tactical Cougar. Hope you're good. Yeah, I'll be alright. It's pretty serious though, right? And it's clearly man flu, which is pretty much like writes most people off, you know. If it weren't for the fact that I'm YouTube and Twitch's special little soldier, I wouldn't be here, you know. Like, sorry, I couldn't. I feel like I should be nominating myself for some kind of Pride of Britain award right now. I've got a sniffle, you know, like serious business. I can't believe I didn't get announced on the recent honours, you know. TheRunningManZ MBE or whatever, right? For services to streaming with a slight twinge of a cold. I can see it now. No. You got to keep the blue rocks, baby. Whereabouts on the map here? This is Camp Bear. It's on the old spawn island, Camp Bear. Bears go grrr. Just in case you weren't aware what bears go. A man flu can be rough on the bollocks, yeah, it can be. Me, God's strongest soldier, says Inferno, fighting God's strongest battle, a tummy ache. Oh, that's serious. That's serious. It is pretty shit when you feel sick, though, right? It is shit. It's not much. There are plenty of things worse, but when you know that at some point soon you're going to be sick and you're just stuck in that purgatory waiting for it to happen, it's not a nice place, is it? I hope you pull through, dude. It's serious business. Like I feel your pain. Have you heard their Twitch might be cracking down on dual streaming? Not sure what's going to come of it. They're not cracking down on dual streaming, Gavin. They've warned a few channels that were advertising their kick streams in their about page of their live stream. So effectively they're trying to stream on Twitch. In Twitch's mind this is, by the way, not in my mind necessarily, but what they're annoyed with is people streaming on Twitch and advertising the other places they stream on Twitch, thereby sending you there, you know, like they changed their own rules and allow multi-streaming. They're happy for people to multi-stream, but they have some rules that are quite strict about what you're meant to do. I'm not entirely convinced that some of the things that they've got in the rules they're ever really enforcing, but I do wonder, like, if you go to my about page, there's a YouTube link, but that's been there as long as my channel, and it's more there because I do videos. It's not like a link to my latest stream, you know. If I'm linking you to my YouTube channel because it relates to Twitch streaming, it relates to DayZ, like the highlights of edited stuff go on there, you know. But if you link just your stream platform there, you're literally just linking what you're competing with yourself for, you know. Like, I can see why they might not be quite so keen on that, I suppose. Fire. I don't need no fucking firewood. I want sticky sticks. Lucid, I had the second worst attendance record when I was 15 and 16. There was another girl called Helen that had more time off sick than me, but I was the second worst for it. So I was really bad for absence when I was at school, yeah. No one stole my bike, dude. I just didn't go back to get it. I'm going to be swimming in a minute. Well, fairly soon. I don't think I can be bothered to go back and get it. I'm looking for a long-term investment given the fact that I'm only 23. I'd say subbing to this stream is the way, Lackey. Sub to the YouTube and invest your time. I'm not really about giving investment advice, but something slow and steady that you don't have to keep checking is where you want to go. Like, into like an index ETF that covers like the FTSE All World or maybe S&P 500, but something if you're 23 and you start investing into those, either of those, the FTSE All World is a little bit more diverse, but that's possibly slightly lower payout potentially, but they would be the sort of things to look for. But I'd strongly suggest you read up on all the options and don't just listen to what some twat on Twitch says. I think the S&P 500 pretty much has averaged about 10% up per year, every year, forever. But the problem is that you need to have the cojones to understand that it might be that you start and then it goes down 30% that year and you were just unlucky, you know. But over time, it will be fine. Sorry guys, something's just fucking clattered then. I don't know what that was. A sec. No idea what that was. Is Paul's view on Deer Island related to Paul? No, it's not. I think John McClane, the creator of the map, had a cat call. Not really over it, random.
When I get
Random
future sub
Ninja T, thank you.
notifications, can they also say 38, please?
Don't know if I can arrange that. When you've been subbing and pretending it's 38, it's just not the sort of thing I can condone, you know. Cheers for the support, dude. Lepezzo, thank you as well. Dave the Bait, GMR Jazz, thank you. Scottish, Goomba, thank you as well. Over it, thanks for the 38. Chat's intense right now, Paul. Careful, we're all having migraines and marriages and strokes and all other manner of hideousness. Blimey. And here I am with the man flu too. It's serious bloody business.
21 Optimus Primes.
I don't have a migraine, but I've got a rash in an undesirable place. Benzo, I think maybe you should see someone about that. Cheers for the support, Lemon Kush. Thank you. Sorry, I am waiting to get in. It shouldn't be too long.
Hate the man.
Sorry
flew
guys,
off
I'm
the
just slightly
stream.
sidetracked for a sec. Stepped away, what happened? I had to go AFK because there was some banging noise. I thought the big bad wolf was trying to huff and puff and blow my house in. But my back doors were fine. I don't know what the noise was. I presumed somebody was outside in a van or something. It was just the door closing. But it sounded like one of my windows was banging or the gate or something. So I just had to go and investigate with my pitchfork. Paul, give us a dad joke. I don't remember jokes, dude. I don't remember jokes ever. I just can't. I don't have a brain for it. What did I build my house of? Premature ejaculation and disappointment. Hi, coach. You right, dude? I'm not going to Pretty Nurse and asking for something for the itchy hole. Nope, I'll see if it clears up on it on my own. Well, you might regret that. Yeah, it's certainly not very good if someone's huffing and puffing and trying to blow your house down. If it's made of that, you know, might put them off though. Hello.
Hello, mate. Fine.
You alright? I ain't looking for no trouble. All is well.
Me neither, mate.
Alright. As I was talking to him, I heard the bangers bang again. Hello, mate. Good afternoon, Paul. I blame you for it. You... What the fuck is that banging? Sorry, guys. Something is banging. I've got to go and work it out. Something is banging. Fucking digger about 30 metres up. That's what it is. It's a digger doing some kind of digging. I don't know what they're doing. They shouldn't really be on my acreage, but no, I'll leave them to it for now. Why don't you team up, then stop moaning you don't have material for YouTube? Well, I've been chased by the same hacker for about 2 weeks, Funky Junkie. I wonder why I'm not wasting my time teaming up too much. Maybe the teammates I make might be really pleased to have some random showing up shouting the N-word over and over again. You know, they'll look forward to that, I reckon. What do you reckon? Greg Hat, thank you very much for the 13 months, dude. Cheers for the support. Thank you. Yeah, nuclear, that's the one. I didn't team up with the dude today, he was at the Swedish... Right, that is definitely not the digger. I've got to go back. Sorry, guys. Something is banging. I don't fuck. Sounds like a window banging or something, but must be outside. I give up. Baba Rossa, thank you for the 25. Cheers for the support, dude. Greg, thank you as well. Cheers very much. Alright, we're getting back in. If you listen to the banging, it's the servants using Morse code asking for help. DHL delivery guy, is it, Dan? I don't know. What am I having delivered? Yet another parcel from, I don't know, Audemars PJ. Well, you never know,
When do we
Piston
find
Broke.
out about the new map and bits? Keep running, you slag.
Rad, Friday, the answer. It's Friday afternoon sometime. There is a time for it, but I can't remember the time, and that's genuine. But it's Friday afternoon. Apparently we're allowed to say that. I did double check this morning. So Friday the 27th is when you'll find out. I'm going to stream. I'll probably start streaming a little bit earlier, and the stream title will be chatting about DayZ Badlands, and there'll be a time when I can talk about it from then. What do you think of scones? Yeah, they're all right. Little bit of clotted cream and jam. They're not so bad, are they? All full of gluten though. Gluten-free scones are bad. They're like the devil. They're like dusty as fuck. Right. Let's go.
And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like lol.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button on YouTube. It's I don't know, guaranteed to make you feel as happy and as joyful as I do right now. Yay! Does the cream or the jam go on top? I feel like cream first, jam on top of that, but I can't remember. Honestly, it's not something I tend to sweat over, but I think I'd probably put cream on, then a little bit of jam on the top. But then I'd put the other bit of the scone on top, and then smush it together, and then take it apart again, probably. Just to be awkward. Yeah, I think cream does make a better base, yeah. You're trying to put cream onto the jam, you're just smushing it about the place, aren't you? It's a little bit like Bob Ross, you know. A thin paint will stick to a thick paint, right? Well, clearly clotted cream is thicker paint than jam is. So you have to start with the thicker base, you know. Bob Ross told us the way years ago. Smudger, cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. Clotted cream is good. I think having it on toast in the morning is probably a good idea if you want no arteries. But it tastes amazing, doesn't it? Clotted cream. It's gorgeous. Mm. Am I fully recovered? No, I feel like absolute shit warmed up. You're wearing a Bob Ross shirt right now. Wow. Scones always taste like uncooked dough to... Oh, dude, you're not having the right scones. What the hello is clotted cream? It's, someone explain what clotted cream is. It's cream, but reticulated. So it's like cream, but it's thicker. And buttery and lovely and unctuous, and it goes on a scone. Maybe a scone, a little bit of strawberry jam, maybe even just a single half of a strawberry as well. I don't use X. Did I hear something about Badlands DLC? I think they've just teased the name Badlands is all, Oggy. So they've tweeted out a little graphic that shows DayZ Badlands. That's all. One popular substitute for a clotted cream is unsweetened homemade whipped cream. The texture of whipped cream is lighter, but the flavour is similar. I really like whipped cream as well. If you like whip it up yourself for like, I don't know, a bang or something with some fruit, and oh god, it's good. Right, so it's time for a restart. I could do with a restart. I'll find the DayZ tweet now while we're here. Oh look, they actually confirm it here as well, so June the 27th. And then there's that's the picture. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, let's just wait for the server to come back up. Defo looks like it's going to be a Takistan style map. Fairly intuitive from the picture. What does the picture? It's just kind of like an orange thing with Badlands on it. Why can't I sub to you? I don't know, Jamie. You should be able to. I think if you're talking in the chat on YouTube, you're already subbed to me, dude, because you can't talk in the chat on YouTube unless you are a subscriber, so I think you're probably already subbed, dude. Otherwise you wouldn't be talking. You got sick in the last week when you were in Japan, did you, Felix? That sucks. I remember once going to Barbados for 2 weeks, the longest proper holiday I've ever had. And I was feeling a bit ill as I was going out. And for the first week, I was so ill. I could barely do anything. Excuse me, I only had like a cold or something, but I was like really, really bad with my asthma. Just this tropical island and just wanted to stay in bed all day. I didn't have the energy for anything. Yeah, Stevie, Wobo's video is like guessing stuff, you know? This again is speculation. It's not anything I know or don't know. But in the video, he spends a long time talking about a tank. There's fucking no way they're going to put a tank in the game. Again, that's speculation. I don't know. I genuinely, that's not anything I know. But there's no way they're putting a tank in the game, dude. There's just no way. I'd love to be wrong. In fact, I don't know if I would, because I just don't think a tank belongs in vanilla DayZ. It wouldn't make sense. Like, make much more sense if they put something else in that was more of, like, civilian travel, you know? Like, a tank would just be stupid, wouldn't it? Shotgun, I'm not answering that question. Rest assured I've seen it, but I'm
Thanks
not
for the
answering that
entertainment
question, dude.
streams.
You can
TRMZ
take a
left,
running jump if you
TRMZ
think I'm
left.
talking about continents and Barbados, dude. No. Not again. We ain't got another week for that. No Tankistan. Oh my word. Pioneero, dude, you're right. Oh my god. I think that boat's static, but I'm just going to go and have a look at it anyway. Is that a weapon now? It was a crash site, Ranger. The loud banging noise. That stick is really getting in my way. Suppose we ought to loot the picnic tables. We might get some blaze rounds or something. Feels like everywhere we're going has already been looted recently, but I don't know. And the server's just restarted, so it wasn't in the last couple of minutes, but recently enough it feels like. Check the picnic tables while we drink this water. BK with a bullet in it. Oops. Push bike there, look. Fucking hell. Drag in there. Any team-up events soon? I'm not sure. According to your tone of voice, you're not very excited for what's coming up next on DayZ. Funky, I'm ill, dude. I'm ill. I'm not very excited to be alive right now. I feel like shit. I've been feeling like shit all day. It's nothing to do with what's coming up. I feel like absolute crap on a stick. I don't feel very well. It's nothing related to what's coming. I don't feel good. That's the same as the start of the stream as is now. Have I seen a doctor? Wild child. Well, I'm on antibiotics for an infected bite, but I think I've just picked up a bug from being on the plane, you know. Suppose I ought to check this. Hey Harry, you alright, dude? The cult may have been better condition. Yeah, I didn't even check, but I didn't check because I've got the nicer, rarer cult. You know, I just thought I'd keep that one. The nicer, rarer cult that I won't use either, but at least it looks good.
Cheers, mate. Love your work.
Hopefully the sheds have got something a little bit better. Wisdom Tooth has decided to shift about, so eating is fun. Ooh. Doesn't sound fun. Tooth pain is not good. Infected playing DayZ. That could have been the title today. Yeah, I'm not that bad. I've only got like fucking man flu or something, but my voice is getting drier with every thing I say. I don't know. I've had better days. They're saying the stream's died, but it's. That's weird. Yeah, I'm getting drop frames. None. Seems good now. Okay, well that's good to know. Yeah, you didn't miss a great deal. That fucking sucks. Funeral Face, dude, thank you for the gifted subs, man. Really, really appreciate it, dude. Thank you. My word, yeah, I just lost 800 viewers on YouTube. That's marvellous, isn't it? That's a lot of people. Fuck me dead. Funeral Face, thank you very much for the support, dude. Thank you. Here's a stag plate. I got it off a stag zombie at Camp Bear, which is incredibly lucky. Liv Murray, well thanks for coming in. I think YouTube's working again now. I think it only went out for about 20 seconds. I don't really understand as well, because on my end everything is fine, so it must have been something on the YouTube server or something, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't drop anything my end whatsoever, which is really kind of weird. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a tick, Funky. Like nothing. I didn't have to take anything off. I got bitten 3 times. If it was a tick, I think I'd have seen it, dude. I'm pretty sure it was. I've had to have antibiotics because of what I think are horsefly bites 3 times now. So it's not the first. It probably won't be the last. I just think I get a bad reaction to them. I didn't feel it bite me at the time. You don't, do you? When an insect like that, but sometimes you'd feel them moving on your skin and brush them off. But when an insect bites you, the first thing they do is inject a what's the right word? Effectively like a painkiller, so you don't feel it. Like they kind of numb the area as they bite you. That's why you don't know until afterwards. Then afterwards it starts to sting. Yeah, anesthesia, natural anesthesia. That's what I was looking for. That's the word. I'm just going to quickly check this. I think I had a map, didn't I? Have a better map. Had surgery last year with my time right now, and the stream is keeping me sane. Slack, dude. Well, I hope you're on the mend. Hope all is well, dude. Yeah, hope it goes well and everything goes as well as it possibly can, dude. I always throw away water bottles or canteens. I don't think I've thrown any away so far. I've got like loads of them. I just emptied that canteen so I didn't accidentally drink the water that wasn't clean, but I didn't throw it away. Have I developed a horse leg or nay? I am starting to worry that maybe I might get a 28 years later cock. If you see the film, you'll know what I mean. Fucking mate, bigger than Boogie Nights' cock it is. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to... Oh, no, I'm not. I was going to just pause the stream and restart it, but I don't think there's anything my end that I can do. Hopefully it sorts itself out. Are there bed bugs in the UK? There's bed bugs everywhere, but I got bitten in Prague, not the UK. No, I was sleeping in a hotel wasted. It was luxurious, it was. The guys that went to the Rusthaven Festival after the DayZ section, the ones that stayed on the long stay, were staying in a great big military tent with like 30, like the military term is cots. So they had like 30 camp beds in there, like all slept in the same tent. And they had like a little locker to keep their stuff in. And no showers for 3 days. Sounds fucking awful. But the pictures from where they went, they looked to be having a hell of a time, but I'm still glad I didn't went. I'm still glad I didn't go. If I couldn't clean my ass for 3 days, I think I would F11 IRL. I just couldn't do it. I can't not. I'd shoot 2 showers a day while I was away. No, I'm not going to talk about serious world events, dude. We're a DayZ stream. We ain't going to be doing any world events, war or politics, dude. It's just not really here. How dirty my ass can handle is one thing, but anything like that, quite another. Ben, yeah, I've had to have antibiotics for insect bites in the past. I just get a reaction to them, so I guess it maybe is the certain type of insect, which is why I think it might be a horsefly rather than a mosquito, because I've been bitten by mosquitoes loads of times, not normally an issue, but if I get bitten, I think by a horsefly, I think I just react adversely to it. Like I say, third time. Third time I've had to have antibiotics for an insect bite. Stefan, I'm not aware of any events right now. I'm not in any anyway, but yeah, I'm not aware of any on the horizon at this moment. I haven't actually got very much gear. I feel like we've been plugging along for a while. I've not done tremendously well gear-wise at the moment. Maybe what I am going to do. I'm going to prep that to be a bandage just in case. Stop pre-ordering. I'm not reading that out, but yeah. No one's mentioned my gout for a while, actually. All that time not drinking, my gout seems to have gotten better, didn't it? Favourite all-time weapon in DayZ? The blaze rifle, dude. 20
months and counting. Keep running. Smile.
I don't have gout, Militia, no. It's just that I had a bad foot for a while. When I started walking last summer, I hurt my ankle or something and everyone said it was gout. I can't even remember the exact what it was, but everyone decided I had gout. That K-Girl, Nomi and Samuel Breeze. Cheers for the support, guys. Thank you. Oh, there's a heli up there. That will be a heli as well. I've got to come back to the town, I think, but we might as well go to that heli. We've got to, haven't we? Wolfgang Monster, thanks for coming in. Mr. Streams, dude. Thanks for tuning in now. Commando, yeah, I played Scum when it first came out. I've done a couple of sponsored streams on Scum, but I actually respect the game quite a bit. I like elements of it, but I don't enjoy the interactions and the PvP the same as DayZ. It just doesn't have the same... It doesn't feel as immersive, you know? Axon, you're enjoying Lightly Modded? Yeah, that's where I enjoy the game the most as well, same as you. Did you play Arma 2 DayZ way back when? If not, why not? I played it after standalone, but I was a console player. I didn't really know anything about DayZ, and I started finding out about it from Frankie's Arma 2 series, just as DayZ standalone came out. So I started on that. I didn't even have a PC that was suitable for gaming, so... I started on standalone, and the fact that it didn't have helicopters or guns, it didn't really matter because I couldn't even play the game. It took me a long time to adjust to mouse and keyboard. What's the goal for today's stream? Well, I'm going to start doing the early parts of the quest. Yeah, like that's the plan. The early parts of the quest. I don't know how far we'll get with that, to be honest, but that's the immediate plan.
$50 months. Yeah. Now watching you burial in my bed with high temperature in me and outside the house TRMZ FMD.
Oh, dude, I don't think my temperature is too high, but I feel like I'm relating a little, dude. I hope you're on the mend. That man flu is serious business. Yeah, MP Collectibles just named it, dude, and the spelling is helpful for you as well. That's my favourite by far. Boonhaven 18. Cheers, Pum Heart. Hope you feel better soon, dude. Samuel Breeze, thank you as well. Right, we're going to do the heli first. I don't know if I might go back to the town or I might just skip it. I'm not sure. Man needs a Tetra. I have another Tetra at 5 PM actually. Well, Floxycycline or something it's called, but yeah, Tetra. Let's call it Tetra. Hi, Smoking Weasel and Soul Still Clocks. Hope you're both good. We'll keep our eyes peeled for a stag zombie. The gamma up, I might as well do that. Shit, there is a stag zombie there, I didn't even see it. I don't really want this bag, it's big and stupid, but if I'm going to try and do the quest, I probably do need a big and stupid bag. Billy Cloak, okay, we'll have that. I don't think this has been looted, but it's actually completely dog shit. Ooh, okay, I'll take that back. Things have looked up a little. Could do with a scope of some sort, but that's good. Oh my god. Have I got a battery? What does that look like? That doesn't take a battery, does it? It needs another site to go with it, so I can't actually use that right now. The gun does look like it's been in the mud for ages, doesn't it? It looks fucked. So I'm planning ahead here, but the ghillie cloak is for cutting up so we can take the bits to help make the full ghillie suit later that you need 10 burlap strips for and 4 netting, so that gives me a bit of a start on those. Oh, this is not going to go well. Why not take the assault vest on the belt slot? Because I think it's shit, if I'm honest. That's the quick answer. I think it's too OP. I don't like it. So I don't tend to take it. I'm not. It's a mod, so it's a choice for the server to add. But I just think it's ridiculously OP. Like, it goes on the belt slot and it allows you to wear the Smursh vest as well as the thing, you know. I don't know. I think it's cool that servers have mods like that, but I just think it's not kind of in line with the inventory reductions the devs made, and I think it kind of takes away a little tiny bit from the game in a way, I suppose. Ah, we've got a convoy. I didn't know the convoy smoked. This is good news. That could give us some really good shit. Is there a helicopter and a convoy? Because it doesn't normally smoke. I feel like there's double bubble here. Drop the crossbow. It's not as good for killing the ASVAL, although I have got a box, like you say. It's not as good for killing zombies, and it is badly damaged, so I think just for now, I'm going to keep this. Because if there's a stag Z or something, it's going to be a lot easier to headshot it with this than it is to try and use the valve. They sound like they're using a megaphone.
Months. Still loving the streams. Thanks for all the good times. Looking forward to many more.
Thank you, Silex. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. That actually wasn't as painful as it might have been. You know, that could have gone a lot worse, I think. Lack of food is not ideal. I should maybe be eating the zombies, to be honest. Sorry, eating the wolves. I might actually just chop up one wolf. Like, I know you have to take vitamins to eat them, but I could come unstuck if I don't get myself anything to eat, so I'm just going to quickly do it. I are with brass knuckle, little twat. Cheers, Silex, dude. Thank you very much. I could cut up all three and just take the fat, couldn't I? Don't even need vitamins for the fat. What's the best map in your opinion? My favourite map is Chernarus, dude. Right, one of them kind of went under, yeah, there he is. Half under the map. That first edge you shot had something on him, don't know what it was. It was a torch. Flashlight. More tail. Thank you for the 49 months, dude. Thank you. My word, is there a lot of Zeds there now. Holy shit, look at them. That's actually a challenge.
Talk about ducks and their crimes against humanity, the earth, and God Almighty. Those quacking bastards have eluded justice for too long.
Ducks? I didn't know ducks were such a deal breaker for you, dude. Cheers for the super chat. Thank you very, very much. I thought they were mighty. Oh, ruined bolt. We're going to end up aggroing these things again, aren't we? Oh my god. Sounds like a new heli just landed there. Fuck me. This could be bad.
Woo.
There's another captain, sorry not captain, there's another stags here on the other side there. I need to be worried about the captains and the stags are where I'm putting my focus on. Because if I aggro a captain I am fucked. Or a stag, I'm fucked, either which way. I'd like the gas mask, but I don't think I've got the minerals for that. And that bolt's ruined too. Now we've only got non-accurate bolts left. Stag prototype M65. Now that I don't mind taking at all. That's cool. I think that scope goes on the SV98, doesn't it? Oh, baby. That's good, isn't it? So we've now got a proper sniper rifle. I just need to fix it up a bit. I could maybe take one of the gas masks, but I don't think it's good. I need to get one with filters, really, because for the long-term thing we're going to do, maybe I could take one for now, I suppose. Like, for the actual entire thing that you've got to do, it's not going to be so good, but just for the crater, to try and get the Pokeball, it might be alright.
Happy resubscribing.
God, this heli is shit, isn't it? So is that pallet. Oh, a stone. That's why I've been trying to get closer. These are so inaccurate. Look, that was miles away. double checking the rest of the heli. I'm surprised we've not found a gun yet. See, this is more like it, so I'm going to drop that. I've got the 2 filters. I'll just put one of the filters on there in a sec. A wooden hunt stock. We don't need that. What are they? Seeds on a... That sucks, doesn't it? Feel like we're taking too long here. That has to be rude. Right? That must be nearly rude if it's not, because I've been using it for fucking ages. I thought there was another one. Where the fuck did you come from? Cassette tape. I shouldn't have turned down the cassette player. We could have listened to some Deerisle music. You used to get like M110s and like 308 semi-automatic sniper rifles and stuff out of these. They seem to have got worse since the last time I did a great deal of Deerisle. Still was pretty good though. We got the marksman scope, which was very, very handy. That's pretty decent. I know there's a heli crash behind where I came from, dude, but I'm not going back to that. Actually felt like it was a crash back where we looted the other heli. It sounded like it was in exactly the same spot, but I don't really fancy going for that one, to be honest, dude. It's going... Like, this area where I'm at, it's actually been quite dangerous. The server's full, and fucking around on this thing for as long as I have there. I had no choice. If I wanted to loot that, I had to do what I just did, but it's feeling risky enough as it is without going back. It's quite a dangerous area, this. We could do with a weapon cleaning kit. Must have more bullets than that somewhere. Just drop those. I don't need 357 anymore. Dr. Flawless, this is not as dark as first-person official would be, for example. It's not completely dark anymore, but like as somebody else has just said to you, I also put the gamma up a little bit. I put the gamma up a little bit using OBS so you guys can see a little bit easier. Do Stag says drop anything or regular loot? In theory, they have slightly better loot than military zombies, but sometimes you still get nothing. I think the chance of finding something decent is slightly higher, though. Oh, dear me. So anything I can pick up NBC loot-wise now is kind of useful. Which is what I'm just kind of scouting around for, to be honest. I think I need the PU scope. I'm going to leave that. If I found an SKS, I would not be using it with the scope. I'd be using it as a secondary only with the iron sights. I don't know why I'm clearing this out with this. I should be using a different weapon now, really, but anyway. Really dumb. There is a well here. I might just quickly fill up something with. Holy shit, look at that. There's an antique replica berserk sword. It's only a small one. Fucking massive thing. Look at it. Makes the mountain bag look small. I've taken the sword before. I ain't got the space for it right now. I might swing it once just to say I've done it, but I've had it before. It is fucking massive, man. Actually doesn't take up that much space in your inventory. I could probably take it for now. I'll keep it in my jacket. That's where I keep all my swords. Does it one-tap Zeds? I guess we'll find out. I'm going to turn the camera off. I think it's getting close enough to go. I'm gonna mooch on. I don't think there's much else to see here. Stack gloves. If it would have been a regular zombie, I'd have tried the sword, but I don't think it's worth trying the sword on a stag. I think that's not the smartest. My Rolex AD was telling the truth. Just picked up a Polar Explorer 2 on Saturday. Very cool. That's a really nice watch. Now, do yourself a favour and just settle at that and just wear it for the rest of your life and you'll be happy, right? If you start trying to scratch the itch of getting another one, it will cause you problems forever. Trust me. Can you ring out stag gloves? I don't think you can, no, but with this map being so warm, ringing out your stuff is not such a vital thing most of the time, except for when you're on the... Oh, the leaning really is slow. Holy shit. Except for when you're on the ice island, obviously. Then being able to dry your stuff out is much more useful, I suppose. I wouldn't mind cooking this wolf, but I'm not convinced cooking it here is the smart play. Killed a lot of Zeds, didn't I? Nearly, yeah, I don't blame you. Is that an antique berserk longsword in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? Wow, both. Why one or the other? Can I cut up bushes with it? Nope. I'm just going to quickly cook these wolf steak, or fat. Sloth Dad, I admire the thought that you're putting into it, though. I'll read it out in a sec. Some of you guys are much better detectives than I would ever be. That much I can say. Did I have matches? I thought I had matches. Yeah, I've got matches. So the DLC photo Badlands is written in both Arabic style and in graffiti. That tells me that it's Middle East and urban. However, Badlands environments are very rarely urban. It's quite the conundrum. Excuse me. I read something the other day about Rolex give 90% of their profits away to charity. Any idea if that's correct? They are a not-for-profit organisation. However, they do make people rich, like the people that are high up in the company. They're effectively a trust. So they're a charitable trust, and they support a lot of things. They do a lot of things for, like, sports, not just popular sports and arts and stuff. But I don't know. I think they still make crazy money, and I think they pile a hell of a lot of their money back into marketing. One of the reasons that they are so well known is that they're the most well-known watch brand of all, like, fancy watch brands. Everybody knows them, and it's because they spend so much on marketing and sponsoring and stuff. But yeah, if you go to Rolex.org, so they have Rolex.com, which is where you can look at the watches. And if you go to Rolex.org, you can see some of the stuff they do with the fund side of things, because they don't have shareholders. They don't have they don't make profit for shareholders or anything. You know, like they do support different causes with the profit that they make. But I think a lot of it gets piled back into marketing the brands or their brand. I do not smoke cigars, Flawless, no. It's still for profit. Where does the profit go, Rory? Rolex doesn't have an owner. Yeah, and they obviously clearly spend an awful lot of their profits back into the business to keep it growing, like they're opening new factories in the next few years, for example, but they don't pay out dividends to shareholders or anything like that. I could make a suppressor, yeah. Alright, there we go. That's that, let's go. Don't Swatch own it. No, Swatch Group own Omega. Rolex they're not owned by anyone. I think you're splitting hairs then there, dude. Clearly when they sell a product, they make profit, but they're not making a profit for shareholders or a private owner. All of their profit is either reinvested in the business or given away. That's the point, right? Machine Man, dude, that's really helpful. Yeah, thanks. I should have known that after the 11 years playing the game, but yeah. How's my leg doing? Hi, you're right, Kim. Yeah, it's my leg's actually okay, but I've got the man flu now. Like Redline says, I'm like dying of death. I'm seriously like not very well. I don't know if it was on the flight or something. I just feel like shit. I streamed for 4 hours yesterday. I think I'll probably muster about the same today. I'm doing well. I'm glad I'm here though. I'm glad I'm streaming, but I'm not got much stamina at the moment. Do you think an unworn Tag Heuer F1 Continental is worth any value? It'll have some value, Dan, but it won't have skyrocketed in value, no. Being unworn will make it sell quicker and worth slightly more, but Tag Heuer F1s are not, like, as far as I'm aware, particularly desirable in terms of like collectors are desperate for them or something, you know. But you get money for it. If it's yours or you've been left it by a family member or something, I'd be inclined to keep it if I were you and wear it. But Redline, I'm sorry, not Redline, Garrett. I'm streaming shorter at the moment. Like I finished yesterday's stream because I was ill. I died and I just didn't want to carry on. I ain't feeling particularly great right now, so I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, for profit usually pays dividends and shareholders or makes money for the owner of the company. Exactly right, Kevin, yeah. Any kills so far today? I've not seen anyone actually. We've been kind of lucky. The server is full. I had to queue when I last joined it, but oh shit, I may well be sick. That would be really annoying. I suggest you take tomorrow off and stream Thursday. I'm actually intending. I did see one guy. Yeah, we did see someone. We met a nice dude from Sweden, and then he ran away. And we met a couple of people before I respawned as well. That's true. Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna take Thursday off, which is kind of annoying, but it would be a good idea. But I'm gonna be off Thursday and stream Friday instead, because as we talked earlier, the devs have announced it on Twitter as well. But the Friday is the day where they're announcing Badlands, right, and what it is. So I'm gonna stream on that day, so we can talk about it. Cheers, JJ Rivers. Yeah, when I went looking around hunting for whatever was making that noise, I think it was still the digger up the road. But when I went looking for that, I took a couple of paracetamol painkillers. So I think they're starting to work a bit, which is helping me a bit. Is there a reason to have so many water containers, filler bottle, canteen, and glass bottle? Spider, yeah, kinda. I may not keep them all, but when you go to Alcatraz, which is kind of the way we're going at the moment, there's no water on Alcatraz. There's no well or anything, so having water with you is not such a bad idea. Obviously, I did just make a suppressor out of one of the water bottles, so that's reduced how many I'm carrying a touch. But Alcatraz is a bit of a ball ache for water, so yeah, that's why. Is it possible that the DayZ dev team grew over the recent years? It's definitely true. There is more than 30 people working on DayZ at the moment. I discovered that last week. So at one time there was less than 10 people working on DayZ. Now there's 30 or more. So the team has definitely grown a lot. Yeah, which is really, really positive, you know. Like, so yeah, that's definitely the case. There are clearly more people working on it now than there was 3 years ago. There is water underneath the prison where you plop out the pipe. Yeah, but you have to clean that, Sherman. Like, obviously I've got some tablets and whatnot, but I normally just take fresh water with me so I don't have to fuck about so much. And it's kind of, I literally just got this other bottle, the self-cleaning one, didn't I? I just got it at that last that convoy. There's also water just on the outside. There's clean water next to one of those 2-story red brick buildings, it's in one of the recent Deerisle videos where we had a bit of a standoff with Holyrex. Me and Ish were playing together. I have a Tudor made by Rolex 7403. My uncle gave a long time ago. Do you know something about these watches?
Miss making it as a freshie.
I don't know the reference numbers off the top of my head, but it will be potentially, if it's like a sub, if it's a Rolex sub, sorry, a Tudor sub, it'll be quite sought after. So Tudor originally, years and years ago, going back a long time, not so much now, they used to have the same case as the Rolexes. So they used to have like a Rolex Submariner case but they used to put a cheaper movement in, so it didn't use the same movement as the Rolex. It wasn't quite such an expensive movement, quite so accurate. It used to use an ETA movement, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but so they used to put a cheaper movement into the same Rolex case, and then they branded them as Tudor to make a more affordable alternative of a Rolex. So if it's one of those, you're doing really well. Someone else is saying it's a vintage date just. Still quite nice, but and if it's a vintage one, obviously it is, definitely so. But the vintage date justs are not as sought after, even if they're Rolex ones. You know, they're not as they were like the most common sellers back in the day, I guess. So they're not quite as sought after, but they're still very cool. Still be worth decent money, but not quite as much as if it was a Tudor sub, I guess. Some of those go for as much as the Rolex subs nowadays because they're kind of rarer. I went to an AD to try and get on the list for a steel Daytona. Yeah, Tim Rudd, fucking hell. That's like going to the New Days and saying, I'd like to buy a lottery ticket, but it has to be the one that wins the jackpot. Nothing else will do. Yeah, I'm no good with the reference numbers. I'm no good. Even watches that I own myself, I don't remember the reference numbers. Some people do. Some people are really good at it, but I'm no good with it. It's never been something I've bothered to remember. Have you seen the red dial Tudor Submariner? Yes, I was toying with getting one, Kate. I kind of might get one, is the honest truth. Yeah, I do like that. I think the red Submariner's cool. Oh, well, it's not a Submariner. The red Tudor Black Bay 58 is what it is. But they did a one-off, like they were going to make them years ago, and they made one with that same red dial, and it was an old Tudor sub, and they've just brought it back as a Black Bay. But I do like that. What's your favourite watch you own? It's my dad's watch, dude. It's a good cop-out for talking about any of my own, but the favourite watch I own, it's a tough call between two, but they're both ones that my dad had. So he had a Raymond Well, or Veal, however you say it, that I got him when I went on a cruise and my family came. Well, I actually got married. Obviously, I'm divorced, but it was his watch for the last 12 years or so. It's what he always wore. And then the other one would be a Casio G-Shock that he wore for the last year of his life. But those are the two that are the most important to me, dude. It's not anything else. Does that also go on there? It does. Badly damaged though, I don't think we want that. He always wore a watch, Coach Zed. He wore a watch his whole life, but he was never into like fancy watches or anything. Like he would never have bought like a Tag or Omega or whatever. He was only ever wearing like Casios and Timexes and stuff. But he always wore one. He wore a Timex Indiglo for absolutely years. Even when I bought him that Raymond Veal, he used to wear that more if he was going out somewhere, and he'd just wear his Timex Indiglo. But he kept messing it up towards the end. He kept fucking it up, so I gave him my G-Shock because you can't fuck that up. Like, he kept trying to set... He was convinced the time was wrong, so obviously he had dementia, right? So he kept trying to change the date, and then he'd end up wearing it, and it was completely the wrong time and stuff. So he ended up wearing my G-Shock 5610 for about the last year because they just set the time automatically. Aren't you missing a battery in your scope? I don't really mind the marksman scope without a battery. I guess I could put one in, but I'm not that bothered. I think it works just the same either way. It's just whether you like the black crosshair or the red crosshair, but I don't think it makes a great deal of difference. The only reason I'm looting here is because I think there's a good chance we might find a weapon cleaning kit. What's your opinion on Tudor Pelagos GMT on a NATO strap? I think they're good. I think the FXD range are really good, dude. Like, they only go on a NATO strap, though, but I think they're good. Tudor are a good brand. If you're going to get one, though, don't get one brand new, you know? Get one that's 6 months old or something in really, really good as-new condition, and you'll save a lot of money. The only problem with the FXD ones is that they have to go on a NATO strap, and I'm not massively a huge fan of NATO straps, but they're kind of designed, they only go on them. That's all because they don't have spring bars, they have like moulded case that will only go on a NATO. I've seen 28 years later. Yeah, see, I thought it was okay. I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was decent. There's a few places where you had to just kind of switch your brain off and just enjoy the film a little bit, but I thought it was good. I thought it was a decent film. Not going to do any spoilers. Like, I won't talk about like proper plot, but like, it's a film with two halves, and both halves are quite entertaining. The cast are good. I think most people in it are decent. Yeah, fixed lugs. That's the correct word. Yeah, fixed lugs. That's just like designed only for NATO strap. I can hear a bear. No weapon cleaning kit yet. The bear's just outside here, isn't it? There's zombies there, then I would know that there's a player nearby, which is why I'm just having a quick look over. Don't see any Zeds. I'm drinking shitloads of water, Raw Smack. I've drank 600 ml of water since the stream started, and a big mug of tea. Have you ever considered doing you're an F1 fan. Have you ever considered doing track days or any experiences? Who are your favourite drivers' teams? My favourite team is the Williams team from the Nigel Mansell and Damon Hill kind of era. That's when I really liked Formula One the most. Like, so the 90s, I guess. I liked it the most then. I think that was a golden era of F1 as well. One of them. I've never done a track day. I did have a track day bought for me. I have a lot of these stories where I nearly did something. It's typical, I suppose, but I got bought as a Christmas present one year a Red Letter Days track day, and the company went bust before I could book it, and then my voucher was not valid, so it went up the shitter. So I didn't get to go. And the lady that ran Red Letter Days, Anita something I think her name was, she was on Dragon's Den for a while, and then all of a sudden the company went bust and she disappeared. With my £250. I wouldn't mind doing a track day. I've done go-karting on a track, like really fast go-karts, the kind of ones that don't have a... they're not so much limited, so that I did go-karts that kind of went 60 miles an hour. That was scary as fuck. They were so quick. I know it's only go-karts, but you're low to the ground, and they were so fast. Holy shit, like motorbike fast. But only to the top speed, I suppose, you know. Where are we on the map? Yes, please. This is on the east side, near to Alcatraz. It's a long way east, but we're heading towards Alcatraz at the moment, dude. That's where I'm going to get rid of this. I think I'm just going to go to Alcatraz, actually. I don't think I'm going to fuck around. I think we're just going to go to Alcatraz and try and get the key card. I kind of want to see the F1 film. Yeah, I would like to. I did go to a Grand Prix at Monza years ago. I can't remember much about it now, but it was in the years when I don't even remember who won the race, but it was in the years when Jenson Button and David Coulthard were driving for BAR. So it was before Jenson Button had won a world title. So, fuck. Still get me if I'm praying. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I chose not to shoot there because my gun's going to jam and then I'm probably going to die. So I thought I'd let it hit me and then I can wake up hopefully and it'll be gone. Yeah, I think the F1 film looks okay. I don't think it's going to be like crazy realistic, but I think it looks good. What was the team before BAR then? Maybe it wasn't. It was Jenson Button and someone. Maybe it wasn't Coulthard. I thought it was. Button definitely was. I thought it was Button and Coulthard. Oh my god. Sake. They're meant to travel further away than that. It might have been Button and Barrichello. It might have been Barrichello, yeah. I can't remember who Coulthard was racing for then. I thought he was in it too, but I can't remember. As I say, I can't even remember where on the race, but Button was definitely at BAR. I think I had a BAR hat with his name on it that I got at the time. Yeah, it didn't travel very far. I think it got hung up on a rock, but we got lucky there, so let's just take that and run with it. Oh my god. You can get, the maximum number of bleeds you can get is 6, Q West, to answer that question. You can get 6 bleeds. There didn't used to be a limit, but there is a limit now. I think it's I think it's 2 arms, 2 legs, torso, and head. That's the 6 bleeds you can get, I believe now. So, like, say you had a bleed in both legs. It doesn't matter how many more times you get shot in the legs. In theory, you don't get any more bleeds. Yeah, I very much hope that one of the McLaren drivers, and it's going to be Piastri, I guess, but it'd be nice to see somebody else win the title this year, I agree. And then next year there's a load of rule changes, and so it could really change the dynamic of things again. It might be a cycle of, who knows, it could end up being McLaren and it's all George Russell or something like that, you never know, but it might be Aston Martin with Adrian Newey with the new rule changes and stuff, you never know too, but it'd be nice to have a different cycle and it not all be Red Bull, I think, that would be good. Yeah, I know it was BAR and then they were like on their arse and they became Brawn rather than Fold. I've seen some of the Brawn documentary, but it was BAR, so like I say, it was before Jenson Button had won a world title because he didn't do that racing for BAR. What's this here? This yellow stuff, this NBC link. Lance Stroll is the greatest of all time. Oh shit! My alarm went off a while ago. I'm gonna have to go. The alarm went off for me to take an antibiotic at 5, and it's nearly 20 past, and I haven't took it. I'm gonna quickly. I'll be back. I'm not going. But if I don't take it now, I can't eat for at least either an hour or 2 hours after I've had it. So I'm gonna go and take that, and I'm also gonna make.
Yo, hello.
Do we know much about the trip away? Hi Amber Queef, you're right. It was good. I got to see quite a bit of Prague this time, which was cool. Got to go to the other DayZ office, not the DayZ, the Armour office, and saw the mocapping studio and whatnot. A lot of the group went to Tissy, and I ended up going back to Prague rather than doing the walk. I only did 16.5 kilometres that day. I welched out. I'd done enough walking. But no, the trip was great. Went on a pedalo on the river by the Charles Bridge. We did a few touristy things. It was good. They did not scan any of us, not really over it. No, we weren't there specifically for that. We just saw it while we were there. I did have a nice bed. Well, it wasn't great, but it was certainly better than last year. I was in a hotel, and that was great. We did go bowling, yeah, we did go bowling. We played pool quite a bit as well.
I'm in the market for upgrading my PC. Any idea where I could get a good pre-built and possibly a discount?
What an excellent question. Cheers for the super chat, Tinfoil. Yeah, exclamation PC and check out what PC specialists do. They supply to the whole of Europe. Use the code TRMZ24 for a little bit of money off. Is HP as handsome in person as he is on stream? He is, except for when he's playing pool, and then he looks like he wants a punch in the face. Only because he beat me, though, obviously. Yeah, he's a good-looking man, no doubt. Mental Case, cheers for the 29, dude. Mixie, Blue Sky, thank you for the follow and the resub. JTLFC, thank you for the 37. Hardy Hobo. Wolf, thank you for the follow. Yeti, thank you for the membership. Tinfoil Hat, thank you for the membership as well as the super chat. Dude, thank you for both of those. How does the gun not get damaged swimming? The thing that's found interesting about that question, LMV, is that normally in the game, when you're swimming, the gun's just on your back getting wet. So normally nobody ever really considers it. But on Deerisle, because of the way the swimming's modded, the gun stays in your hand, so people wonder about it. But the guns are normally just on your back, also in the water. You know, like it seems it's weird how people's brains work, I suppose. You know, but you don't, like in the regular game, you don't swim with the gun in your hand, I suppose. The Czech food goulash. I don't think I had any goulash, dude. Hello, by the way, Puito. I had the chicken one. I had the sort of chicken schnitzel with the potato stuff. That was really good, but I didn't have any goulash. First night we went to Manifesto food court thing. Second night we went to a place that did dumplings. Third night we went to a pizza place. Fourth night we went back to Manifesto, and then I was home. There's probably another type that's Czech kind of equivalent of it. Did they give you any goodies? No, I think the people that went to Rusthaven got t-shirts, and I believe we were meant to get t-shirts, but we didn't get them. I didn't really go all the way to Prague for t-shirts, to be honest, so I'm not too worried. Ish says the traditional KFC was great. There are loads of KFCs in Prague. It's the most popular of the takeaway, like the fast food joints. There's hundreds of them. I was thinking comp hotels or meals. Jeez. Sloth Dad, they put us up in the hotels. We paid for our own meals most nights, so it's really awkward actually. Not the paying for yourself, but Like, we went to a pizza place and there was like 20 odd of us, and then everyone had to pay for their own pizza at the end, and we were sitting on a big table, you know, like, it's awkward that. Like, not like, oh, poor us, we've got to pay for our own pizza. It's just really awkward that, like, you're trying to... One night we were sitting and, like, some people were drinking, like, crazy amounts. And then when you leave after drinking a load, you have to remember what you had. They have this really, like... It's like having an honesty box in a way in Prague when you go to a pub. They have like a little piece of paper where they write down, or they have like a little tally of what people are having. But when you leave, you have to remember what you had. And if you had like 11 beers, how the fuck are you meant to remember? How the fuck are you meant to remember that you've had 11 beers? You know, that's the system over there, you know. One thing I like about going to a pub in England, there are downsides though, in that you have to queue. Is you get your drinks at the bar and you pay for them at the bar. I just much prefer it. It's so much more simple. You're drinking drinks that you've already paid for, and you've not got to do any like calculating of what comes next. Bring a permanent marker and put tally marks on your arm. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh. I put 20 bullets in it thinking it was a 20 round mag, but it's not. It's a 30 round mag. I drank mostly Beer Village, idiot. I think it must be low gluten or something, because I was taking gluten tablets, but the beer in Prague, whichever I have, mostly it was Staropramen and Kozel. I had a little bit of Pilsner Urquell, but I don't really like it. But I was mostly drinking their local kind of regular lager beer, whatever. And it didn't seem to affect me really. It's really quite clean and nice as well. Matt Alphabet, yeah. Did I find a nice Prague lady? I didn't look for a nice Prague lady, if I'm honest, Jay. They did say... Did they say something about DayZ too? They did not, or they did. I'm not going to answer that question. I was reading that hangover and I thought you said, did they say something about DayZ? They definitely did say things about DayZ, DayZ, yeah. They definitely didn't or didn't not say things about DayZ too. That definitely worked, right? And just take a deep breath and wait. Yeah, the announcement, they've teased it earlier, but whatever DayZ Badlands is going to be announced on Friday. Danny, it's not new, no, it's specific to Deerisle, swimming with the gun in your hand. Actually hungry. I have no food. That's not smart, is it? Hi, Meb85. Hope you're good. Cheers, Shelley, dude. Simon, thank you for the 9 months. Mental Case, thank you very much as well. Cheers for the support, guys. Thank you. I did mention the spawn system, yeah, quite profusely. Perhaps some might say a little too much. I might say a little too little. Unfortunately, one take-home that I got is that they really do understand my feelings on the spawn system, and I suspect they really aren't going to change the spawn system. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this slow leaning thing that they've added on this particular server. I'm not sure. I like the idea that you can't lean around, like, but having to lean super slowly as you're coming round a corner, maybe it's good, but it just seems to play into the hands of people that are already around the corner aiming at you, you know. You're just going to give them a free headshot. I'm not sure. It's far too early to say, and I want to try more. Is this the questing tunnel? It is. This is where you normally die. What kind of spawn system do I want? I just want a chance to have a random spawn. I really hate the everyone spawns in the same place for 6 minutes, how it is on official. I'd like it to not be like that, that's all. Where are you going, you pleb? I don't have high aspirations. Yeah, it is only just the same as a regular melee weapon. It's not that great, really, is it? I'd be absolutely staggered if there's not players here. Fuck me. My gun jammed. I had nothing I could do there. I hit him as well. There's nowhere I could go. There was no time to switch to another weapon. I had to hit that dude in the head, which I was never going to do. Oh man, that fucking sucks. 3 hours. 3 hours and 20 minutes just to have your gun jam. I'm not doing more Deerisle today. I don't know if I might not carry on too long, but I think I might just have a crack on another map for a little while. Do you know what, actually, guys? I'm not going to. Sorry for being such a welcher, but I feel like shit, and I know I've only done 3.5 hours, but I think that'll do for today. You can call it rage quitting if you like. I'm fine with that, but I think it's probably rather than trying to spawn again, I think I'm better off just going and falling asleep on the sofa. I feel like shit. It was always going to jam, wasn't it? Like the mag was damaged, the gun was damaged.
Dave,
I hadn't seen a
for
cleaning
the
kit all day.
Content for years on YouTube. I finally got in on the stream and have been watching your vids for years.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers and thanks.
Just
for
as I'm
being
rage
me.
quitting as well.
Don't feel like shit, man.
Cheers for the support, Smooth. Thank you very, very much. Morgenstern, thank you as well. Plosky, thank you too. Yeah, I think if I'm doing shorter streams, then shorter streams it is, you know. I feel crap, but better that than no streams, I guess. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. I'll try and do a bit longer, but if I feel like this, I probably won't, to be honest. Thanks a lot for coming in, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll be back again real soon.